I'm Eva from Eva's Garden, and I am going to give you a few tips on how to plant herbs directly from seed. First, I have a bed prepared with good compost, and I'm going to pull out any weeds that I see. Then I'm going to make a little row with my trowel. It's a very nice sturdy trowel. And I'm going to plant cilantro, which is one of the quickest, easiest herbs to grow. And in the summer, it tends to bolt to seed very soon. So you want to plant it often. If you really love cilantro and you want to have it on hand all the time, I'd suggest actually doing what I'm doing right now every 2 weeks, from the middle of April to the fall, depending on where you live. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a label so that I will remember that this was planted here and what date it was, and then I can have an idea how long it took to get to the eating stage. Cilantro, and the date is 4/15. And I'm just going to stick that in here, and I use only a black magic marker because the other colors will fade from the sun. So we're going to make a row, and I'm growing more than most of you probably will want to, but if you're having a big fiesta or something, you may want to plant a lot. I get the seeds in very large quantities, and I've just put what I need for now in this little baggie, and I'm going to sprinkle them fairly close together because I want to pick them when they're young, and they do okay if they're crowded. And cilantro seed keeps pretty well. If you don't use it all up in 1 year and you keep it in a cool, dry place, it's probably going to be good the next year. I'm just doing it between my thumb and my fingers. It's this little action here, and they just sprinkle out. You can actually do a band. This is a row, but if you make this wider, you can do a band about 4 inches wide. Or if you do it in a flower pot, just get whatever the biggest flower pot is you've got room for, and sprinkle them in there. Some people suggest soaking cilantro seeds first overnight. If it's a little bit dry when and where you're doing it, that overnight soak will help them to sprout faster. So then, there they are, lying in their little home, and I'm going to, some of this is a little clumpy, the soil, so I'm going to refine it. But this is a fairly big seed, so they'll probably pop through, even if it's a little bit lumpy. And then, if it's not going to rain the next day, be sure and give them a good soaking, watering, and just keep it from drying out until they actually sprout, which may be a week. Can't remember exactly how long they take. That will depend somewhat on the temperature. I just scrumple them a little under the soil, like that. Make sure that they don't have to be totally covered. If you're going to keep it moist, they'll sprout anyway. And that is the same method that you will use with other herbs that are easy to plant from seed, such as basil, sorrel, chervil, dill. All of those you can do pretty much the same way as I did this. The basil and the dill, you'd probably want to wait until the weather's a little warmer. April in Massachusetts is a little early for them. You want to wait till the nights are around 60 degrees, or you can start them in a little pot in your house and then transplant them outside. And if you have a greenhouse, of course, you're all set. But you won't be able to put them outside until it warms, until there's no danger of frost. We still have a slight danger of frost here. Cilantro or sorrel, both the cilantro and the sorrel can take that occasional cold night at this stage in their life. So have fun with it.